Hey, I'm CHALTO. Welcome to the studio. Today I want to talk to you about one of my favorite reverb tricks. It's called the reverb sandwich, and you'll understand why in a second. You can use this trick for transitions, you can spice up some vocals, you can use it for sound design, and you can also use it on any instrument you want, but today I'm going to show you on vocals, so let's take a look. Here I have an 8-bar loop that I created with a couple of splice loops.
I don't let go when everybody's moving on. I still hold on when everybody's moving on.
You know, nothing special, but I think that we can play with the vocals to make it a little bit more interesting. So let's start with a sandwich. Let's duplicate our vocal. This is the first critical point. Always make sure that you're working on a stereo track, because the reverb effect is going to be so much more effective if it comes from both sides than if it is like just a mono track. Take a look here. This is stereo. We're fine. This is stereo track. Let's solo it.
I don't let go.
Perfect. The first step is to reverse your audio. I'm working in Studio One, so you right click, go to audio, reverse audio, and there you have the stereo reverse vocal. Let's take a listen. So it's just like the vocals we had before, just backwards. Now is when it gets fun. Step 2, you add reverb. I always recommend using very unnatural or exaggerated reverbs for this effect, because again, it has to be very prominent, and the more character that you can add to the effect, the better. I love Supermassive by Valhalla, and I know that it's not technically a reverb. I think it's a delay with a lot of modulation, but it does have reverb settings, and it's also free, so you can go get it right now. Let's take a listen. Here's where you can have some fun, you know, play with the time of the delay, you know, the decay. You can play with the dampening, you know, the modulation or anything to make it sound as unique as you want. And this is the final critical point. Before step 3, make sure to bounce any effect that you add, because you want that effect to be embedded, like baked into the region. So let's bounce it. And there you go. Beautiful, right? And now, step 3, reverse it again. And we have our sandwich. So as you can hear, the reverb is backwards, but the vocals are not. And that's what giving it this like backwards effect that's kind of anticipating our vocals, which is pretty cool. And when you mix it with the lead vocal,
I don't let go when everybody's moving on.
you get that pumping effect that's super cool. Now, this right here is gold. You can do anything with this. Like, you can create a transition here, you know, if you maybe have an intro. Let's make it a little bit smoother. Or my favorite application for this is to add a compressor on it. So it's basically a reverb sandwich with a compressor on top. And this compressor is sidechained to our lead vocal. You can see here is with our lead vocal. So what this compressor is doing is every time our vocal is singing, it's bringing down our reverse effect. And whenever our vocal stops singing, the reverse effect can come up a little bit. So let's listen.
I don't let go when everybody's moving on. I still.
So if I solo, you can hear it more clearly.
I don't let go when everybody's moving on.
And here's where you can have a lot of fun playing with the attack, the release, the ratio, the knee.
I don't let go when everybody's moving on. I still hold on when everybody's moving on. I don't let go when everybody's moving on.
You can play with it and make it pump with your song and the tempo of your song, and it sounds great. Let's hear it in context.
I don't let go when everybody's moving on. I still hold on when everybody's moving on.
So there you go. It's 3 steps: reverse, reverb in the middle, and then reverse again. You get it? Like a reverb sandwich. See, you thought it was a stupid name, but you will never, ever forget the steps for this ever in your life.
I don't let go when everybody's moving on. I still hold on when everybody's moving on.
Another cool thing about the reverb sandwich is that just like any sandwich, you can add condiments to it. So on top of the reverb, you can add a phaser, tremolo, you can add transgate, distortion. I don't know, you can go crazy. So there you go. Take this, be creative, have fun, make me proud. And, let me know, what's your favorite condiment? Mine's definitely... Mustard!